Bonsoir les amis, this is Llyane Stanfield and you can find me at parisianfrench.com. Today I would like to ask you if you know, if you need help to learn French, who are you looking for? Are you looking for a tutor? Are you looking for a French teacher? Or are you looking for a French language coach? And so I understand that the concept of a coach, of a language coach, is new, relatively new. So I really want to make sure that I address this because I had a discussion today with a person who wants to work with me, and when I was telling her, you know, the language coaching and the coaching sessions, she was like, I didn't know that French comes with coaching. I thought you just start doing and learning French, and that's true, but you can do it in these 3 ways now. And so if you are not sure what you're looking for, you may get disappointed because you may not go to the right person with what you are actually looking for, depending on what you feel most comfortable with. And that's so important, right? This is why when someone comes to me and they want to work with me, they want to learn French, and so I have this lengthy discussion today. I had a discussion maybe of 2 hours with this lady, because I really want to make sure that what she is looking for is what I am looking for with her, right? So I want to work with people who want to be self-sufficient, you know. I want to work with people who are responsible and not they don't want to necessarily only follow instructions. I want to work with people who take initiative and responsibility, and I am guiding them depending on where they want to go, how fast they want to go there. I adjust all my approach to them, to their way of learning, to your way of learning, to your goals, to your experiences, I guess background, style of learning, and so on. So, but you need to be, as in like, you're the boss, you're hiring me, right? And so you need to do stuff as like, imagine that you are a CEO of your company. So you are the CEO of your company. I'm only a contractor, right, for you. And so I'm guiding you. I'm guiding you. I'm not a counselor, no, but I am guiding you so that you do your best work, so that you are self-sufficient as soon as possibly possible. And so if you are looking for like a tutor and you're hiring eventually a language coach, you may not necessarily, I mean, yeah, you get so much more out of your interaction, but maybe that's not what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for a teacher, or you get a teacher or a tutor when you in fact would really appreciate a language coach. So I want to talk very quickly, because this is going to be a shorter video, and so I put the link in of the group, of the conversation group, in the description of this video, because I have given there a much lengthier description. If you're interested, thank you for the likes. If you're interested in more detail, I uploaded 2 files, 2 pictures, images, with a comparison to see exactly what are you looking for, and then see, oh, is it a teacher or is it a language coach that you're actually looking for. So it's really important. So I'm going to give you a very short description for the 3, and then if you need a little more in depth, if you're really looking to working with someone and you need to know exactly who you're looking for, you need to find exactly who you're looking for, then please go into the conversation group and find the files and the video there that explains everything, because I'm reading out loud everything there. So the lower level is the tutor. The tutor works shoulder to shoulder with you, and typically The tutor fixes stuff, fixes short-term little things, details. They help you in your homework, your student or your child's homework. They help you for, I don't know, an exam, for instance, and they give you corrections. But because they are, a tutor is short-term. Even if you have a tutor for a lengthy amount of time, just imagine that you have, you're in school and you have it for 4 years, right? A tutor, but a tutor is still a tutor. Is looking at homework and is still looking at, let me help you for this test or quiz. What are the errors? These are the errors. Oh, thank you, right? So that's what a tutor is, and the tutor is the lower priced. So it can be $10-20. That's pretty much kind of, I think, the market for a tutor. They may be more expensive. I exactly don't know, but I think that if it's more expensive, they're going to do more than a tutor does. And then a teacher is the one that lectures and has a very strict method, goes by books, lecturing, explaining rules, giving you examples, and then you take those examples, make your own examples and exercises, test yourself, then you go back to school, typically, right? That's a teacher. Get your quiz, and they correct your quiz, not necessarily going in through each and every one of your mistakes to see what is the pattern, why are you making that mistake, how can you not make it again, what can we come up with, patterns. This is so important. It's hard for a teacher to come up with patterns, and unless we go and look for these learning patterns that don't work anymore for you, then you're gonna make the same mistakes over and over again. So a teacher, because typically works in groups, doesn't have the bandwidth to actually give attention to each individually, to each person, and even to identify those patterns is hard when you have 30 people, even less than that. And so that's a teacher, and it's typically unidirectional, right? So the teacher explains and you listen. So a language coach, on the other hand, works like a tutor, shoulder to shoulder, actually even less than that. So I usually joke with my students, and I say, I am like Jimmy the Cricket for Pinocchio. I'm the fly on the wall. I'm not here. So what I do, so you are the boss in when you learn with a language coach. You get the experience right away. A language coach is going to guide you. A language coach is not a life coach. It's not a consultant, that's for sure. It has no psychological woo-woo stuff like that. The difference between a teacher and a language coach, well, just in like a couple of things, but if you want to go in depth, please go into the group. So quickly to say what the difference is between them, the teacher talks to you, gives you the rules, and you have to listen and follow. And the coach lets you lead, and it's going to ask you questions to give you the right path. With a language coach, you become comfortable and self-sufficient right away. And you learn to become confident as you work with them. Especially for languages is ideal because you actually start making conversation right away. With a teacher, you don't get to do that at all. With a tutor, not that either. I mean, a little, it depends how they work, really. And so price-wise is a tutor, teacher, language coach. So with a language coach like I do, I have an intensive program that gets you from 0 to high intermediate to advanced conversation in 5 months, right? That's because what I do, I identify the patterns of your learning. So what doesn't work for you, right? I see the patterns in your mistakes, then I give them back to you, and together we find out what is the trigger, why do we have this pattern, and eventually you get rid of the pattern, and if we find different other techniques to learn that work for you. And so highly adaptable, and also the neural language coaching, which is what I'm training to certify for, is using neuroscience, meaning it's using the specific ways that the brain is working, actual brain, you know. So words that shouldn't be used in teaching or in coaching, or for instance, why, the word why should never be used, because the brain gets into the survival mode, and so the moment it retracts, it gets into the survival mode, a limbic brain, then the learning is not stopped, but it's much harder, and it's much takes longer, and it's superficial. So a language coach is always going to ensure that what you're learning fast, and you don't forget easy. That's all I want to say. If you want more details, many more details in the group. So stay on your game and don't ever give up on your dream to become bilingual. Learn to speak Parisian French and break your language barrier. Merci beaucoup et à demain. Au revoir.